How are you, friends? At the True Shadow Hauntings channel, we have appeared once again today with a new bone-chilling true story. An accursed house in New Hampshire behind the blood-red maple leaves, the Widow's Cry, where time has stood still 100 years ago and an invisible family still waits for guests today. Today's incident has been sent to us by Boris. He has shared this entire story related to his life with us. Heartfelt many thanks to Boris for sending this valuable experience to us. Exactly the way Boris has sent the incident to us, we are reading it out in that same way.
My name is Boris. I and my 3 friends, Mark, Alice, and John, had decided to go camping in the deep forests of New Hampshire. But our target was a mysterious destination, which is on no GPS map, an abandoned Victorian mansion, which the locals call the Widow's Cry. When we left Highway 16 with the Jeep and entered the narrow dirt road inside, the red leaves of the maple trees looked coagulated like blood. At the end of the 19th century, an aristocratic family used to live in this mansion, who one night mysteriously disappeared. As the forest got deeper, the surroundings became increasingly silent. Even no sound of any bird was being heard. Those who know the forest, they know, when nature becomes quiet like this, it means there is an existence nearby, which is outside the normal rules. After walking about a mile, out of the shroud of fog emerged that horror. A 4-story high, massive wooden structure whose color was a salty blackish. The broken window glasses seemed as if they were looking at us like blind eyes. In front of the main door lay a pair of rusted children's shoes. Seeing them, Alice shuddered. Suddenly, our phone and camera signals became zero. From inside the house, a harsh, creaking sound of dragging something heavy was coming, hearing which a cold stream flowed down all of our spines. The heavy oak wood door opened by itself with a long wail. The air inside was heavy like an old graveyard and dusty. In the light of our flashlights, we saw dust-covered expensive carpets and a massive chandelier shrouded in spiderwebs. Usually in abandoned houses, there are signs of people, but here there are no graffiti or broken cans. Everything is lying exactly the way it was 100 years ago, as if here time has stood still. When we started to climb up the stairs, each wooden step under our weight was making a sound like shriveling in pain. Suddenly a sound came from the floor above. Someone is hitting the wall with a hammer continuously. In paranormal investigation, this is called knocking phenomenon. As soon as we reached the second-floor corridor, Alice's EMF meter started giving red signals like crazy. Suddenly, at the end of the corridor, a shadow of a small child quickly moved from one room to another. We went to that room and saw that it was a nursery where an old wooden cradle, without any wind, is rocking intensely. The most terrifying moment came then when we looked towards the dining hall. There, the dusty plates were arranged on the table. Suddenly, right before our eyes, a heavy chair scraped on the floor and came directly towards us. In terror, I saw on the thick dust of the floor, invisible footprints were appearing, which were rushing directly towards me. Right then, all the doors of the corridor slammed shut together, and our flashlights went out. In that pitch darkness, the sound of hundreds of nails scratching against the surrounding walls could be heard. Right next to my ear, someone whispered in a cold voice, "Get out." The very next moment, a kind of black, sticky liquid or ectoplasm started falling from the ceiling. An invisible, cold hand grabbed my ankle and tried to drag me towards that dark room. As soon as Alice fired from her flare gun, in that intense red light, I saw a massive faceless shadow as high as the ceiling is standing in the middle of the corridor. From its form, indescribable hatred was spreading. "Run!" I screamed out. We didn't look back anymore. Through the darkness and dust, we started running towards the lower floor, staggering. The wooden stairs were breaking under our feet, as if the house is making a final attempt to swallow us. As the four of us pushed the main door with all our might, it broke with a crashing sound, and we fell onto the wet grass outside. Outside, it was raining heavily then. While escaping with the Jeep, I saw in the mirror that ethereal entity is steadily watching our departure through the window. The next day, I learned from a local old man, in the last 20 years, no one who went to that house has ever returned. Although we returned alive, that cold voice still rings in my ears at night. Get out. We did return that day, but a part of our soul, even today in the darkness of that accursed mansion, remains imprisoned.
If you are new to our channel, then subscribe right now and stay with us by giving a like to the video. Because your every like and subscription encourages us to find out more terrifying true incidents and bring them before you.